Hey, Kingjae, what we tell him? Tell him. Back on.
They would. Anyway, we ain't here for you right now.
We have
our last
we have more
final
important things to discuss.
Touch on.
Hey, watershed. Hello.
Listen. Hello. We have none other than one of the champion streamers in the game representing right now. None other by the name of Kingjae.
Welcome to the studio.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for being here. If you were not here, what would you be doing with your Friday night?
Streaming.
Straight.
Yeah, straight working.
So for our listeners who don't know what streaming is, right, how would you express like what you do?
All right, so when you sit down and you play a game, it's like people can watch you around the world. You know, you have your program that you use. I use XSplit. Then you have like Twitch, which is the actual website where you watch people play games live. You got IRL, which is in real life. So people might be traveling to different countries, and then you get to see how they are with their phone.
So do they not play with you as well, or they just watch you play?
Sometimes they play with you. Sometimes like I will play by myself, but they're just entertained by the personality.
Are they? How many people watch you?
Come, be honest now. You're smiling.
Give me a number. Give me a number.
Well, it's I'd say that when I first, like last week, a character came out for Tekken 7 and I had like 1,900, and then it's kind of gone down a little bit because they're interested in character. It's like I'd say it fluctuates between like say 100, between 100 and 500, kind of fluctuates between.
But let's also talk about, so you have a Twitch channel, but you also have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Now, which one is stronger in terms of like your subscription?
So you,
because I know.
We know the numbers.
Yeah. So YouTube
Say it with your chest.
YouTube is on 47,000 on YouTube.
Okay.
Twitch is on 46,000.
Ooh.
But it's climbing now that I'm streaming a lot more. So
what's the and people do this around the world, right?
As a job, as a profession.
As a profession, right?
Yeah.
So what is the person who earns the most money from this, the top dog at this? How many people watch their gaming?
Well, I thought that Ninja's definitely like at the top. He does Fortnite. But he's not on Twitch anymore. He's on Mixer. But I don't really watch Mixer.
How many people watch
I don't know. But it was like it was 5 figures, 6 figures when he was on Twitch. He's the top dog.
And what's just to explain this to people, what is like, if I'm watching a game, I want to get involved. I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm already on the sidelines being like, tap me in. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what is the joy for people just watching you do it?
It's all about the personality. So like, do
you talk to them as you do it?
Yeah, I talk to them, and I have a little bit of jokes with them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes they like to see me get a bit upset when I'm losing and stuff like that. So all of it comes into play of entertainment, the good and the bad side of it.
It's like reality TV, but with you
that's
and
a
your
good way.
TV.
That's the best way to put it. So it's like, so a lot of people nowadays don't watch TV anymore. A lot of people nowadays watch Twitch. Like if I'm not streaming or I'm not doing anything, I will be like, if I'm editing, I'll have a stream up. Like watching, I can't tell you the last time I watched TV.
Wow.
So
Twitch now, all these channels for streaming have become your TV. So YouTube, that's the platform for TV.
Twitch or YouTube.
So would you say you're a public figure then? Like gaming has given you that public figure license?
He's got like 40,000 followers on YouTube. He's a public figure.
I want to hear you say it. Go on, bro.
Depends what you define as a public figure. Tell me how you define it.
Don't get into the technicalities.
Yeah, because you've got 47,000 followers,
It's 4:10 on a Friday night. We're not here for technicalities, my friend.
I would say I'm doing all right.
Yeah. So you must be able to go into like gaming conventions and they'd be like, oh my gosh, that's Kingjae. It's Kingjae, right? Can you sign this game for me?
You know what's funny is I was one of 10 that was ambassador for TwitchCon. TwitchCon is a big thing.
Yep.
And I was the first one and the first fighting game streamer in Europe to be one of the ambassadors. So that's one thing. And then obviously I went to Thailand last week. And I had a lot of people that was coming up to me, can you sign this? Can you sign that?
Yep.
Pictures, this, that, and the other. And for me, it's overwhelming because I didn't start off doing gaming. I had a music platform before where I was just filming upcoming artists. I had like Stormzy, J House, Krebs and Conan, all of these people filming them, doing freestyles on my channel. And I'd done that for 8 years, and it was like, I could see everyone, growing within themselves, but I couldn't see myself growing. So it was just like, I see everyone getting massive, and I couldn't see myself getting massive. And, for 8 years, you got like, I've got like brothers, I've got my dad and that, and obviously my dad is Jamaican. So obviously,
what you doing?
What am I doing type of thing.
And
it's when he says that, I was annoyed at the time, but then it was like, right, what am I really doing?
Yeah.
Like, And
So can you earn money off people watching you play games?
Wait, no.
I'm gonna get
Do
into
you
that.
earn money off people playing games?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So I'm
we don't have to
going to get into that.
Yeah,
But
go on.
So basically, from that, I started to say, right, you know what? I'm going to start going into doing gaming, because I didn't know, everyone said that gaming was nerdy, and it was a thing of like people didn't want to express themselves because obviously being called a nerd wasn't a good thing. But then I just said I don't really care. Like, let me see how this works, because you know the way how I look, people don't think straight away that I'm a gamer. You know, and I don't fit the stereotype of as a gamer. But then when I started going in with fighting games, which was there wasn't much people doing content for it, I was doing it for ages, and then just finally something happened. Tekken 7 came out. I done guides to help new players, and I done loads of them. I was releasing 4 videos a day.
4 videos
a day.
That's a lot of screen time.
Yeah, 100%. I was releasing 4 videos a day, every day. And then even like today I released 3 videos before I come here.
Talk about work ethic.
Yeah, and then
right?
the Thailand vlog is coming out tomorrow, and then I've got a stream setup video coming out on Sunday.
So let's get to the money then, because clearly you're putting in such amount of effort and energy into this, right?
Yeah.
Was there a point where you was like, oh, I can be paid for this, and then you went extra hard, or was you just that passionate in the beginning, you didn't care about if you was getting paid or not?
I was passionate because like I was saying, I was doing the music thing for 8 years, and it wasn't bringing in that much money. That's just me being honest.
Yeah.
And then I was doing the gaming thing, and it wasn't bringing in that much money either. It was like peanuts, you know, and I was really, really struggling. But this is the side that I don't really show to people. I don't like pity and that. So I kind of just put my head down and get on with it. And then there was just one time when my channel went from 1,000 subscribers to 2,000, 2,000 to 6,000, 6,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 15, 15 to 20. And then when I started seeing that, I was like, nah, I really got to put in more videos. And that was it, really.
In the space of what time? Because so many people, even the millennials who start out and they're 13 or Generation Z,
They're
and
eight at this point.
Yeah, right. And they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to start on my channel. I've got 2 followers right now. What was the time frame for you?
So I would say the game came out in June. I would say by August. So I was on 2,000 in June. I would say by August. This is 2017, by the way. I was on 20,000.
Wow.
That's some viral business right there.
Yeah.
That is so how do you actually make money off it? Do people pay to watch you, or do brands endorse you, or how does it work for those who don't really understand? And by those, I mean me.
Yeah. All right. So when it comes to pay, there's various different things. I feel like when it comes to gaming, there's this thing called esports where there's a lot of money being pumped into it. People still don't really know the way in fighting games. Like some people get paid for commentary, some people get paid for being at a big event like Eurogame Expo. That's like a big convention for everyone to go to. I've done a couple of things for big companies like Alienware and stuff like that, HyperX and stuff. They pay you to be there and stuff like that. And then obviously you get paid through ads on YouTube and ads on Twitch, but those are not really, people say, oh yeah, I get paid by that, but those are not the big things. The big things is sponsorships, the deals and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then on top of it, when you're on Twitch, people can pay to sub to you. So when you pay to sub, you get custom emotes. So there's some funny things of my face. I do expressions and stuff, and you cut the head. Yeah, and then if you subscribe, it's $5,099.
You didn't send that into the bio, Who's asking for your bio? You could have sent us a couple of those pictures,
I'm sorry, man.
I didn't subscribe. That's why I didn't get the pictures.
See what I'm saying? You're not supporting.
Not yet.
Yeah, so obviously there's stuff like that. People sometimes they will send donations and stuff like that. So say for example, if I was wanting to go to an event, they would be like, all right, well, cool, I'm gonna send this.
Got it.
And that's how it works.
I'm curious right now. Gaming is moving extremely fast and rapid right now. Esports is taking over. A lot of people are investing into VR, right? I think Facebook have their own VR company now. I think Amazon and Adobe bought something just the other day. What do you see happening in the future for yourself in terms of this as a profession, moving forward? Do you know what I mean? Having that conversation with your dad, look at me now, Dad. Look at me now. Who bought you that car, Dad?
I'm still yet to get to that stage of buying my dad a car. I definitely want to buy him a car just to kind of, because he's been obviously I see where he was coming from as a dad. He was just looking out for me and stuff like that. But he's been really, really supportive. Yeah. Checks up, phones me, everything, because he's how I am and that. So shout outs to my dad and my brothers and
big up pops.
And my girl as well. I see myself in the future, I kind of set myself up in a way that I could never be too old for gaming. So I've got I do product reviews as well, so you get paid for stuff like that as well.
I know,
diversifying it.
Yeah,
so I see it, and the only reason how I got ideas from that was that I saw older people, like maybe in 40s, 50s, doing reviews, and I was like, raw, like if I'm 40 and like say for example my wrist starts to play up and I can't play games, then what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
And then that's when I started adding in like product reviews and started talking to companies, going to events, handing in business cards and stuff like that.
Hustling.
Yeah,
Hustling,
that was it
proper.
really. Yeah.
So what tips would you give me? Let's say I wanted to become a streamer and a gamer, right? And I'm looking at you and I'm so jealous at the 47,000 followers and it's taking me ages just to get 10. What advice would you give me for like content creation or just like having a sense of resilience?
Are you asking hypothetically or for real?
I can't say that on air right now. You know what I mean?
The advice I would give is, see, most people do the gaming side, but they don't know about the actual marketing side because there's no manual, no guide or no booklet to kind of tell you like what to do. But if from my personal experience, because from my personal experience, I would say as a gamer, just think about what you want to do, what game you want to play, what type of content do you want to put out there. Like try to do things that is a bit different outside of the box. Like there's no fighting game streamer that actually does product reviews on a regular.
Yep.
Like that's my niche. So and then even on top of that, my personality is different especially from where I come from compared to like most of the other people that play fighting games. That makes sense. So
would you ever want a character to be based on you or named after you?
I wouldn't mind.
If they made
Look
a
at you
character,
smiling.
if they made a character, what would the name of your character be? Because if they made a character out of me, mine would be like Cakey McGee.
Why?
Who's that?
What's the?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Why?
Cakey McGee.
Yeah, who's that?
'Cause I love cake.
I like the name Renzo. I don't know.
Renzo.
Yeah, I like the name Renzo.
Okay,
If it
so
was a character.
you've thought about this already because you had
No,
that
I
at the
just
tip of
thought-
your tongue. That was on your tip of your tongue. You were already Renzo.
No, you know the reason why? So they're basically a character in Final Fantasy 7 called Reno, and I always used to, even when I was playing a game, I used to call him Renzo, even though his name's called Reno.
Okay,
that's
so you're
the only reason why.
I don't play a lot of computer games, so I'm coming at this from the side of someone who doesn't.
Yeah.
There was a game I was addicted to once upon a time.
Candy Crush.
No.
I'm just asking. That guy.
It was not Candy Crush, and I don't like your stereotype. Thank you very
Wow.
much.
She got you.
And he said that in a beat of a breath.
No,
Candy
what's-
Crush, yeah, because you look like the kind of basic
Oh,
person
yeah,
that'd be out here
wow.
watching
I
Candy
didn't
Crush.
say anything.
No, you didn't have to say anything. Your face said it all.
Oh, wow.
No, the game that I was obsessed with was Commandos on the. I used to play it on the computer.
Oh, the army shooting game from.
Yeah, and you
see
have
looking above.
No. You have missions. You're like the characters, and you can swap between characters, and you have missions, and you have to like basically assassinate people to get to the end goal of whatever your mission is.
That sounds awesome.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah,
no.
Candy Crush. Yeah, cool.
Have you heard
Wow.
of Pixel Junk?
No.
Oh, have you heard of Pixel Junk?
Nah.
See, I'm into strategy games. This is why I feel like my channel wouldn't bang. I don't think anyone would be interested in
Did you
watching me
ever
play
play
strategy games.
Age of Empires? Because I used to play Age of Empires.
I?
I was obsessed with Age of.
Yeah. Hey, Age of Empires 1, 2, the
can't even
expansion
get
packs.
involved.
You didn't even know? All right,
No,
well,
I
you
know.
go back.
I've
You
heard-
go
I've
back to
heard
your
of it.
Candy Crush, yeah.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
hey.
Throwing shade.
She got you though.
Yeah, she did. But
Go back to your Candy
when
Crush.
did that Commando game come out though?
I was when I was younger.
Oh,
Like 1995.
90 what? Yeah. What's that? What's he saying? What's he saying? Turn his mic down, Lion. Turn his mic down.
Listen, where can people find you? We want to know, like, where can people find you? Where can they support you? Like, what's the next thing for you?
All right, so first things first, I've got a rebrand on my Twitch and my YouTube. So we just got like an icon that's coming out. That's really sick.
Aye.
Going to Japan. I came back from Thailand last week. Like I said, going to Japan, second time. Just get out there more, do more things. Just, yeah. And if people want to find me, Twitter is KingJaeLDN. YouTube is KingJae TV. Twitch KingJae. And you know, if you want to find everything, I have my own website as well, KingJae.com.
Yep.
So just check me out on that.
You can also find us on the BBC Radio London Twitter account where we'll tweet you out and people can find you there as well. That makes it easier. Listen, thank you so much for coming on the show and putting up with my teasing. I just feel like that's something.
It's all right.
I
It
feel
didn't work fully, but
He's got
all right.
YouTube trolls, so he don't have to
Yeah.
worry about that, innit?
I deal with it all day, so
we
you know.
all got trolls out in these streets. Just don't feed them and you'll be fine.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
never feed the trolls.
Yeah.
I'll be looking out for Renzo, the Candy Crush playing character.
No, that's hilarious.
I hope he runs along in some street with Candy Crush in his hand because that would make me really happy.
Salma, you're so
I'm just-
bad. What happened to you today? Yeah, you're just jumping on all of our guests. The only one you didn't do it to is Haley.
I know, but Haley Cassidy, well, you know, she.
You see that? You see that favoritism?
You know why I'm allowing it though? Because her game is from 1990. I don't
Hey,
know
we ain't
where
gonna
it
do
is.
that
You know?
because you gotta leave and take a picture of her. Listen, Ladies and gentlemen, everyone,
good,
however you identify yourself, thank you so much for tuning into BBC Radio London's The Scene. It's been me, your boy Lionheart.
And me, Salma Al-Wadani. And Christmas is around the corner. Have a gorgeous time. Try not to strangle all your relatives. Enjoy all of the food. And we will see you on the other side.
I laid the blueprint. Dousing with the fire, I'm a nuisance. In beef, yeah, I can show a few things. Roundhouse, Godfish, show me you can. Lightning, uppercut, and Hadouken. Flash kick, bat fist, sonic booting. Flash punch combo, you're a Nugent. If you want a war with a kid, you be losing. Simmer down. Simmer now. Couple kicks to your boat, I'm a winner now.